All right, and we are live. We are here at Ground Zero at Goddard High School, Roswell, New Mexico, on KSVPTV.com, also on 106.1 Fierro. We have the silver bracket second matchup of the Zia Classic coming up. It's going to be the Eddy County rivalry, Artesia Lady Bulldogs versus the Carlsbad Cave Women. In the first matchup of the silver bracket, the Goddard Rockets defeated the Alamogordo Tigers 3-0 in straight sets. And then for the gold bracket, we had Mayfield versus Hobbs, Roswell High versus Oregon Mountain. The silver bracket, we have Goddard defeating Alamo in the first round, and then Artesia about to play Carlsbad. In the bronze bracket, we had Los Alamos and Miyamura, and also Lovington and Clovis. So here we are, Carlsbad coming in at 3-4 on the season, and then Artesia at 3-2 on the season. They've already played each other, with Carlsbad losing 3-0. Artesia won that 3-0. But here we go. Carlsbad serving number 12, Reagan Chavez, senior, for the Carlsbad Cave Women. And also starting, we have libero number 20, Kaleon Fuentes. Number 5, Cielo Wilson. And here we are with the serve. It's going to be Chavez. And it's going to be a good serve with the shank by Artesia on the serve receive. It's going to be an ace for Carlsbad. Reagan Chavez starting off well for Carlsbad with the ace, 1-0. And we have Kaylee Padilla, Carmen Harvey, Dimry Howard in there in the back line for Artesia. It's going to be Harvey. She couldn't quite receive that one either. And then Chavez starting off the game with back-to-back aces. Also in for Artesia, we have Ashton Kraft, Kirkland Miller, and then we also have Caitlin Addington. Chavez with the serve. Padilla receives it. Going to be Addington. Miller to Addington. And Carlsbad. Oh, Artesia with the double block there. Carlsbad with the pass. They're going to get it over. Padilla with the pass over to Miller. Miller back to Padilla from the back line, and that is down. Great shot from the back line for Padilla. After receiving that spike attempt from Carlsbad, Padilla passes it over to Kirkland Miller, and then from the back line, Padilla spikes it down for the point. 2-1 Carlsbad. We have Harvey back there serving for Carlsbad. She's going to go with the jump serve. Gets it over on a floater. Good pass by Carlsbad. Set, and it is down. So number 10, Macy Stevens, passed it to number 12, Reagan Chavez, and then it is put down by number 13, Rebecca Brown, the 5'11 senior for Carlsbad. So 3-1 Carlsbad, and number 8, Carice Hernandez, senior, serving it up. And she's going to get it. Harvey returns it over to Miller, and then Kraft with the little dink shot over the double block, and that gets down. So Artesia gets the point, and Kraft going to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Kraft with the jump serve, gets over. Number 20 for Carlsbad, digs it up. And then number 10 with the spike, but it's blocked, tipped. And then number 10, Dimry Howard, with the attempted spike, and she gets the attack air, hits it long. Coming in for Carlsbad, Deandra Balcazar, and that's for number 20, Calion Fuentes. We have number 13, Rebecca Brown, on the serve for Carlsbad. They're up 4-2 here in this first set. She gets it over, good serve, received by Jackie Tovar. Over to Miller. Harrison with the spike, dug up by Carlsbad. And then number 10, Macy Stevens with the big-time spike. Harvey receives it with the long pass, and it goes over the net. And then Carlsbad played some campfire ball, and 3 girls around it. None of them came up with it. And we have number 14 coming in for Artesia. That's Brooklyn Ivins. That's going to be for number 10, Dimry Howard, and Ivins is going to be serving for the Lady Bulldogs. And she has a good serve. That's number 8 with the pass over to Chavez. Chavez with the set. And then Artesia digs it up, passes it, sets it over for Padilla, and she spikes it, but Carlsbad able to dig it up, but then they couldn't quite get over the net on the third hit. That's going to be 4, so point to Artesia after the Padilla spike. Ivans with a good serve with the let serve. It's going to get over. Harrison with the pass over to Miller. Miller with the cross-court set to Padilla, and Padilla beats the double block with the spike. Artesia up 5-4. Ivan still serving for the Lady Bulldogs. She gets over, good serve, dug up, over to Chavez with the set, over to Stevens for the spike. Ivans digs it up, over to Miller for the set, and then Miller with the quick set to Harrison, and Harrison puts it down. Also in there for Carlsbad, number 2, freshman Elizabeth Tindorf, but Ivans with the serve. Artesia up 6-4. Hernandez digs it, passes to Chavez, and they just get it over. That's Balcazar for the Lady Cave women. And then Miller over to Padilla, and Padilla puts it down. So Artesia up 7-4, and they found success going over to Padilla. Ivan still serving. Got a lot of momentum right now for the Lady Bulldogs. They're up 7-4. Ivan gets it over. Hernandez to Fuentes, and they just got to get it over Stevens, but she hits it into the net on the attack air. So 8-4 Artesia. Ivans with the serve for the Lady Bulldogs. She gets it over to Stevens. Stevens to Chavez. Chavez to Balcazar, and she just has to get it over. Ivans gets it over. Oh, Ivans got it over to Miller. Miller to Harrison with the quick set. Harrison tried to dink it over and couldn't quite get it over the net. So Carlsbad with the point, and they're up. They're down 8-5, and we have number 1, Cameron Zumbrum serving, senior for Carlsbad. She gets it over, dug up by Padilla. Miller back to Padilla, and Padilla puts it down with the cross-court kill right inside the back line. Padilla with the big arm swing, lots of power, and she's able to put that ball down. Artesia up 9-5. Hattie Harrison with the serve. She gets it over to Chavez. Chavez tries to pass it, but then it turns into campfire volleyball where there was multiple Carlsbad players around the ball, but no one picked it up. So that's going to be ace for Harrison. They're up 10-5. Harrison gets it. That's going to be long for the service error. So 10-6. Then we have Harvey coming in for Harrison for the Lady Bulldogs. Then we have Cielo Wilson and Abigail Chavez coming in for Carice Hernandez and Macy Stevens, respectively. And it's going to be Abigail Chavez, an 8th grader for Carlsbad, serving. She's going to get it. Good serve. Harvey passes over to Miller. Miller to Padilla, and that is down 11-6 Artesia. Miller and Padilla have their timing down together as setter and hitter. And that's Ashton Kraft coming in for number 3, Jackie Tovar for the Lady Bulldogs. And it's going to be Miller on the serve. She's their setter. It's going to be long. So service error by Artesia, and they're up 11-7 on Carlsbad. It looks like the libero for Carlsbad, Kayleon Fuentes, is up to serve. She gets it over. Padilla with the long pass, and ends up being a block for number 5, Cielo Wilson for Carlsbad. They're going to get the point, and they're down 11-8. Fuentes serving. Here we go. She gets the floater over to Harvey with a good pass to Miller. Miller over to Addington. Addington just gets it over. Fuentes to Zumbrum. Over to Cielo Wilson, who hits it into the block, but it's a side out on Artesia. So Carlsbad with the point. Good offense right there by Carlsbad. Fuentes still serving, down 11-9. Fuentes with the floater over to Harvey. Harvey with the pass to Miller. Miller with the back step to Padilla, and she puts it down. Straight line shot down the right side of the court, and 12-9. Artesia and Padilla's turn to serve, and we have number 10, Dimry Howard, coming in for Ivans for Artesia. Brantley in, number 3 for Carlsbad. Also Rebecca Brown, Cameron Zumbrum, Fuentes, 8th grader, Abigail Chavez. And right there, that's number 5, Ciela Wilson, but she has the attack here just a little long. 13-9 Artesia, and Padilla going to continue serving. In there for Artesia, Kirkland Miller as the setter, Carmen Harvey as the libero, and Padilla with the serve. And it's a good one. She gets the ace. Also in there for Artesia, Dimry Howard, an outside hitter. Middle blocker, Caitlin Addington, and then Ashton Kraft. Padilla with the serve, and it's a good one. Oh, rolls up on Carlsbad, and it's going to be a free ball for Artesia after the good serve. Padilla with the pass over to Miller. Miller with the middle set to Addington, and she puts it down, hits the block, and goes straight down. So Artesia picks up the point. Padilla still serving. Padilla with the good serve to the Abigail Chavez. Over to Fuentes. It's going to be a free ball for Artesia. Harvey to Miller. Over to Howard. Howard puts it down, but Fuentes able to dig it up. Oh, and it looks going to be like Artesia was over the net on that attempted block. And the refs catch it, so Carlsbad with the point. That's going to bring up Reagan Chavez. So went through one full rotation. Reagan Chavez back serving. That's Carlsbad setter. She's going little jump serve floater. Harvey passes over to Miller. Miller to Addington. Addington from the back line gets it over. Carlsbad's Chavez sets it to Wilson. Wilson gets it over, dug up by Padilla. Pass to Harvey. Harvey over to Howard, and Howard from the back line able to get a kill. So Artesia with the point, 16-10. And coming in, Artesia is 3-2 with that win over Carlsbad we mentioned earlier. Also Alamo and Santee, and they've lost to Roswell High twice on the season, and they got third in that Pool B that was played at the in the Zia Classic over Roswell High. And good serve. Oh! And it was a long pass, and the block was there for Artesia, but they hit it back into the net. So it's going to be point Carlsbad. And we have number 8, Carice Hernandez, coming in, and also number 10, Macy Stevens, coming back in. And number 8, Carice Hernandez, is going to be serving for Carlsbad. Hernandez with the serve. It's a good one. A long pass by Artesia. And Carlsbad right there, but that pass went into the net and dropped straight down. So Carlsbad with the point, 16-12. Artesia, Carice Hernandez serving for Carlsbad. She gets it over to Harvey. Harvey to Miller. Miller with the back set to Kraft, and she puts it down for the Lady Bulldogs. Really beautiful back set right there by Miller, and Kraft able to put it down. And now it's Kraft's turn to serve. Artesia's up 17-12 in this Eddy County rivalry at the Zia Classic silver bracket. Winner faces Artesia. Loser's going to go up against Alamogordo. And Kraft with the jump serve gets it over. Fuentes couldn't quite handle it. And then there's Stevens over to Hernandez. Free ball coming up for Artesia. Harvey with a long pass, and then Carlsbad there for the block, but Artesia able to set up their offense regardless. And ended up being Miller passing it over to number 10, Howard, and Howard puts it down. So good reactions right there by Artesia off of the long pass blocked by Carlsbad, able to set up their offense anyway and put it down. And that puts them to 18-12. Artesia. Kraft coming up with the jump serve. She gets it over the net. Oh, and it's going to be, looks like, illegal service setup right there for Carlsbad. So Artesia gets the point. So yeah, illegal alignment for Carlsbad. Artesia gets the point. Kraft still serving, up 19-12 Bulldogs. Fuentes with the pass over to Chavez. And then number 13, Rebecca Brown, puts it down with the big time cross court kill for Carlsbad. And that's going to put them up to 13, down 19-13 to Artesia Lady Bulldogs, and Brown is going to be serving after that big-time cross-court kill. Brown with the serve over to Tovar. Tovar to Padilla. Padilla to Howard. Howard gets it over. Brown with the pass to Chavez. Chavez to Stevens for Carlsbad. She puts it down, but what an effort by Padilla. Able to get one arm on it, but then Tovar tries to get it and couldn't quite get to it. That ball goes in the stand, so it's going to be point Carlsbad, 19-14. So here we are, Brown with the serve for Carlsbad, down 19-14, set number 1. She gets over with a good serve. Tovar with a good pass to Miller. Miller over to Harrison. Harrison with the cross-court kill for Artesia. Miller, really good setter, really soft hands, always putting it in an advantageous position for her hitters. And then right there, Harrison takes full advantage with the cross-court kill. And now we have Ivins coming in for Howard, and Ivins coming in to serve. And coming in for Carlsbad, number 4, Deandra Balcazar, and then number 9, Jasmariah Sandoval. And Jasmariah Sandoval with a dink over to Harvey. Harvey passes to Miller. Miller with the set to Padilla. Padilla blocked by Balcazar and Sandoval. And then it's going to be point Carlsbad after the big-time block right there by Jasmariah Sandoval. And then Deandra Balcazar blocking Padilla, who's been putting it down all game long. And then, you got to wait a second for the substitution. And number 1, Zumbrum coming in for Sandoval. And then Chavez coming out in favor of number 3, Brantley, who's coming into the game, a freshman. And we're waiting to see what's going on. Oh, and they couldn't make the substitution at this time. There's going to be a little discussion right here between the Carlsbad coach, Taylor Hardison, and one of the referees over here trying to figure out substitutions. And, Artesia up 21-14 here in this first set. Carlsbad comes in 3-4 on the season. They were 4th in pool play, and then overall they're number 95 in the state, and then 24th in max preps in 5A. Artesia comes in at 3-2. They were 3rd in their pool. They're number 52 overall in the state, number 9 in 4A for max preps, but number 3 in the coaches poll. And max preps takes a little bit to even things out. Early in the season, the rankings can be a little skewed, but here we go. Ivins with the serve for Artesia. They're up 20-14, and then Carlsbad was not able to get those subs in. So 20-14 Artesia. Ivins serving after a little bit of confusion, and we're back in action. Ivins with the serve. Hernandez with the pass to Chavez to Stevens, and she spikes it, but Tovar with the good dig over to Miller to Padilla, and Padilla's blocked again by Sandoval and Balcazar. Balcazar with the block, but it looks like she was, that was 4 for Carlsbad. So Padilla blocked again by Sandoval and Balcazar, but nonetheless, Artesia with the point after 4 by Carlsbad. I think they were over the net when the ball was still on Artesia's side. But Stevens gets the ball over. Miller with a little dump set. Carlsbad able to get it. Stevens gets it over. Tovar dives for it. Miller with the long pass. And then Stevens of Carlsbad able to get the attack block right there and put it down for Carlsbad. They're down 21-15. Number 1, senior Cameron Zumbrum lining up to serve for the Carlsbad. She gets it over, and Padilla passes to Miller. Miller back to Padilla, and Padilla can't get it over. It looked like she couldn't quite get her foot in. Hits it into the neck for the attack air. It's going to give Carlsbad the point. 21-16, Artesia Lady Bulldogs And Zumbrum with the serve. She gets it over to Padilla. Padilla passes to Miller. Miller with the cross-court set to Padilla. Padilla with a little dink, and Stevens comes across court and saves it. And then the freshman number 3, Brantley gets it over, but Tovar gets it to Miller. Miller gets it to Ivan with the backline kill. And then miscommunication by the Carlsbad Cave women on that. And gives Artesia the point. So Artesia up 22-16 in this first set. Harrison coming up to serve. Harrison gets it over, dug up by Fuentes. Fuentes to Zumbrum. Zumbrum to Balcazar. And then Padilla with the dig with the one hand gets over to Miller. Miller back to Padilla. Padilla spike is partially blocked, setting up Carlsbad's offense. And then Stevens puts it down after the block. It ends up being a side out on Artesia. Carlsbad gets the point. 22-17 Artesia. Carlsbad serve, and that's going to be number 7, freshman Abigail Chavez. Chavez coming up with a serve, gets it over to Padilla. Padilla passes to Miller. Miller sets for Addington, and it looks like it was long, and it was, so Carlsbad gets the point. 22-18 Artesia in this first set. Winner of this match takes on Goddard in the silver bracket championship of the Zia Classic. Chavez gets it over to Harvey. It's going to be a long pass, and Balcazar couldn't quite get that ball over the net on the attack block. Hits it into the net, so it's going to be point Artesia. Miller coming up to serve. Lady Bulldogs are up 23-18. She gets a little jump serve into Chavez. Chavez to Zumbrum. Zumbrum to Brantley, and Brantley's going to hit it out. So set point right here for Artesia, 24-18. Miller with the serve. She gets it. That's going to be in. Ace to end the first set of the match for Artesia Lady Bulldogs. They win 25-18 over Carlsbad. We'll be back with the second set from Ground Zero. You're listening on 106.1 Fierro and watching on KSPPTV.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
Good afternoon. I'm Steven, Uncle Savings Fusil, and welcome to Roswell Hyundai. Listen, today we've got wonderful vehicles out here for sale, and listen, let me tell you something. If you find this golf ball sitting in any Palisade during your test drive this weekend, we're giving away $25 million in cash.
No, I told you we can't do that. Cut, let's do this again.
I don't understand, we're making this video then.
I told you we can't do that.
Mind.
What's up, guys? Jeremy Barola here at Roswell Honda. Summer is over, but the deals at Honda are not. We have rates as low as 2.9% on select new Hondas throughout the rest of the month. So come see us at 2177 West 2nd Street and ask for Jeremy.
Hey guys, this is Serapio from Roswell Hyundai. Just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about the Palisades that we've got. We've got a lot of new car inventory. We've got a bunch of third row vehicles, the Santa Fe's and the Palisades. I want you guys to come and check them out.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, or save up to $2,300.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
All right, and we are back. Carlsbad losing that first set to Artesia Lady Bulldogs, 25-18. Here we are on set number 2. Winner of this match faces Goddard. Loser will take on Alamogordo. We are in the silver bracket of the Zia Classic. In the gold bracket, we have Mayfield, Roswell High, Hobbs, Oregon Mountain. Silver bracket, Goddard, Artesia, Alamo, Carlsbad. And in the bronze bracket, Los Alamos, Mayamura, Lovington, and Clovis. So really good volleyball tournament here in southern New Mexico. And then right now we have Roswell High played Oregon Mountain over at Roswell High in the gold bracket. It looks like it is Roswell High up 13-11 in the first set. Earlier in the gold bracket, we had Goddard, your Goddard Lady Rockets defeat the Alamogordo Tigers, and they'll play the winner. And then Hobbs and Mayfield were playing in the first game in the gold bracket over across town at Roswell High. And it looks like Hobbs won that one 3-1. So they'll face the winner of Roswell High and Oregon Mountain in the gold bracket. And here we go, set number 2 starting. We have Carmen Harvey serving for Artesia. That's their libero, number 9, junior. She's gonna jump serve, get it over to Stevens. Stevens with the pass to Chavez. Chavez over to Brown, and Brown with a big swing, but the cross court spike did not get down, so it's going to be attack air on Carlsbad, point Artesia. Harvey still back there. Really good libero for Artesia. Also plays basketball, a really good shooter. And she's going to have the floater over to Stevens. That's going to give the ace to Harvey. Stevens couldn't quite handle it. An ace for the Lady Bulldogs. They're up 2-0 early in this second set. Here we go, Harvey with the jump serve. She can get the floater. It's gonna be long. So service error on Harvey, giving the Cave Girls the point, 2-1 Lady Bulldogs. And we have number 12 senior setter Reagan Chavez for Carlsbad coming up. She's going with the jump serve floater, gets it over, and then pass from Miller over to Harrison. Timing not there, but able to get it over. And Brown with the kill, but blocked and then dug up by Miller. Padilla over to, it looked like Howard, and Howard tried to dink it over, but Carlsbad was ready for it. It looked like Brown and Sandoval there on the block. And 2-2 game here. Chavez still in on the serve. Jump serve floater. Over to Miller, over to Howard, who passes to Miller and then gets it over to Harrison, who gets the cross-court kill for Artesia. That's going to put them up 3-2 with number 12, Tessa Yates, in to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. He's going to get the floater to Stevens. Stevens to Fuentes. Fuentes to Brantley, to Wilson. Wilson hits it, and then Padilla gets it over to Miller. Miller sets it up for Harrison. Harrison dinks it over, rolls on top of the net. Carlsbad able to get it over, and then Chavez is able to get the spike. It looked like Harrison blocked it, but it ended up being a side out, so we got a 3-3 ball game, and it's going to be number 8, Cadiz Hernandez, in to serve for the Cave Girls. Also in for the Cave Girls, Sandoval, Brown, Stevens, Fuentes, and Chavez. For Artesia, we have Yates, Harvey, Padilla, Howard, Miller, and Harrison. And Padilla to Miller with the back set to Howard, and Howard just gets it over. Fuentes to Stevens for Carlsbad. That's going to be long. So beautiful back set by Miller over to Howard. Howard just dinks it over, tries to place it, but Carlsbad ready for it. Unfortunately for them, they couldn't get the attack down. It's going to be long for Stevens. It's going to give the point to Artesia, 4-3, and we have Ivans coming in for Howard for Artesia, and Ivans in to serve. She's going to get it, and with the ace, Cadiz Hernandez for Carlsbad couldn't quite handle it, so Ivans with the ace for Artesia puts them up 5-3. Ivans with the serve. Cadiz Hernandez gets it over to Chavez. Chavez with the back set to Brown. Blocked by Padilla. and Harrison. Stevens just gets it over for a free ball for Artesia. Ivins over to Miller to Harrison. And Stevens now for Carlsbad with the spike, but Ivins gets it over to Miller. Padilla with the spike blocked. Artesia's going to just get it over. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful play by Padilla. So after the block on Padilla, Carlsbad gets it back over, and Artesia on the third hit, needing to get it over, and Padilla just dinks it over to no man's land and giving Artesia the point, 6-3, and that's going to be a let serve. Cadiz Hernandez is going to get it. Oh, and Padilla went for the block, lands, and then gets the ball over. Blocked by Carlsbad, hit back to Miller, the setter for Artesia. She gets it over, and they get a point, so lots of action happening really, really fast. Artesia up 7-3. And Ivan's still serving for the Lady Bulldogs. She gets it over to Fuentes. Fuentes to Chavez. Chavez just gets over on the second. Free ball for Artesia. Miller with the set to Harrison, and Harrison puts it down off of the block from Brown and Sandoval of Carlsbad. So point Artesia on the kill by Harrison. 8-3 Artesia. Ivan still serving. Another great set right there by Miller to Harrison. Ivan with the serve. Fuentes with the pass to Chavez. Chavez to Stevens for the kill, and that's going to be out of bounds for Carlsbad. So good offense by Carlsbad, just couldn't quite put the ball down there from the outside hitter. And Ivan still serving. She's on a roll, 9-3 Artesia. Ivins gets it over to Stevens. Stevens passes to Chavez. Chavez with the back set to Brown. Ivins gets it to Miller for Artesia. Miller over to Padilla. And Padilla puts it down the line. Oh, what are they? Are they saying that was out? We're waiting for a call. That looked straight down the line, and maybe even Carlsbad got a tip, but we shall see. So they gave Artesia the point on that. So yeah, it either landed inbounds or if it did land out of bounds, and Carlsbad must have tipped it. Padilla with the straight line shot down the left side of the court, and Ivan still serving, 10-3. Ivins gets it over. Hernandez to Chavez. Chavez to Brown, and blocked with the double block by Padilla and Harrison. Brown went for the kill, and then Padilla and Harrison went to Kimbe Matumbo mode and waved the finger and said, not today. 11-3 Artesia. Ivins rolling with the serve. Carlsbad having a little tough time with service receive on Ivins. Fuentes to Chavez. Chavez just with the dump over. It kind of surprised Artesia, but Artesia's still able to set up their offense, but hits the ball into the net. Oh! So it's going to be Carlsbad. Must have been a line violation because Artesia hit it into the net, but Artesia gets the point. And it's going to be a timeout here at ground zero. Artesia up 12-3 over Carlsbad, and we'll take a timeout too. We'll be back.
Our new business solution is providing an amazing Wi-Fi experience. Frankie's Cafe is booming more than ever. I'm here, undercover, to check it out.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi. Would you mind taking a video I can upload to TikTok?
Oh, this happens a lot. Sure, I'm a TikTok guy. You can add different music.
Oh, no, I meant, can you take a video of us?
And that's called a photo.
And we are back after that timeout. Ivan still serving for the Lady Bulldogs. They're up 12-3 in the second set. Artesia won the first set, 25-18. Ivan with the serve. And then Chavez passes over, and Fuentes tries to get it over the net. Another good serve by Ivins. Carlsbad not really able to set up their offense. And, you know, Fuentes hits it into the net. And ideally, you don't want your libero hitting on that third hit. So, Artesia giving Carlsbad fist, but right there, Ivins with the service error right into the net. So Carlsbad with the point. Brown in to serve for Carlsbad. They're down 13-4. Brown with a great floater serve. Ivins with the long pass, but oh my gosh. Miller with the dump set, one-handed over on the long pass after a great serve by Brown, but Artesia gets the point. Ivins had the long pass on the service receive. Miller, couldn't do much with it, and she was able to dump it over in no man's land. Harrison to serve for Artesia. Fuentes with a great pass over to Chavez. Over to Stevens. It's blocked over there by Whitmire and Miller. And oh my gosh, another dump by Miller. Went up for the two-handed set this time. Dumped it over. Campfire situation for Carlsbad. And Harrison serving. In there for Artesia, Ivins, Yates, Padilla, Miller, and Whitmire. Chavez over to Stevens for Carlsbad, dug up by Padilla. Miller back to Padilla. And that is blocked by Carlsbad's Jasmariah Sandoval. And then also number 5's yellow, I'm sorry, it was either number 5's yellow Wilson or number 2, Elizabeth Tindorf. Nonetheless, Carlsbad gets the point. They're down 15-5 though. Number 1, Cameron Zumbrum serving over to Harvey for Artesia. Harvey to Miller. Miller over to Whitmire for Artesia. And Whitmire with the attack here hits it into the net. And it's going to be point Carlsbad, 15-6. Zumbrum with the serve. Padilla with the great pass to Miller. Miller with the great back set. Oh my gosh. Padilla just hit a laser, cross-court laser, and puts it down for Artesia. They're getting the point. They're up 16-6. And then we had number 12, Yates, coming in for number 7, Sheffield. So I'm sorry, earlier I said Yates was in, but it was Sheffield that's in, and now Yates comes in for Sheffield. Miller with the jump serve, gets it over. Zumbrum with the set to Stevens. And then Stevens hit it. Long pass to Padilla to Miller. Miller tried another one of those one-handed dump sets, but this time Carlsbad was ready, and they block it straight down for the point. 16-7. Then number 7, 8th grader Abigail Chavez coming in for number 10, Macy Stevens. And Macy Stevens just a freshman, so lots of young talent on Carlsbad. Great serve right there by Chavez. And it's going to be a free ball for Artesia. Fuentes passes to Zumbrum. Zumbrum with the back pass to number 5. And it is blocked by Whitmire with a single person block. Big time block right there by Whitmire. It's going to give Artesia the point. And they're up 17-7 here in this second set. Kaylee Padilla serving. And Howard coming in for Ivins for the Lady Bulldogs. Padilla with the serve. It's a great one. Chavez gets it for Carlsbad over to Fuentes. Over to Wilson. Wilson hits it. Padilla digs it up. Harvey passes to Howard. Howard hits it over for Carlsbad. And then Carlsbad with the dump set by number 5, Cielo Wilson to get the point. They're trying to set her up for a kill, but timing wasn't there, but she makes something out of nothing and gets the point for Carlsbad. 17-8, Artesia up in this second set. Fuentes for Carlsbad with the serve. She has a let serve, and it's a good one. It's going to be a floater, hits the net, rolls over, gets down. Ace for the Cave Girls. 17-9. The Lady Bulldogs are up in this second set. So here goes Fuentes with the serve. It's a floater again. Over to Howard. It's a long pass. Long pass from Howard, and then Brown puts it down off of the long pass. So 17-10. Fuentes to serve again. And she has a floater. Harvey for Artesia passes to Miller. Miller with the set to Howard. Howard hits it, but blocked by Brown and Brantley. And now we have, whoa, big time hit out there by Cielo Wilson. Goes off the blocker's hands for a side out, point Carlsbad. And they're making a little run of their own right here. That's 4 straight points for Carlsbad. They're on a 6-2 run right now. Fuentes serving, and she's been good with the good serve right there. Back set by Miller to number 12, Yates. Yates just gets it over, and a long pass, and Whitmire takes advantage of that and puts it down. Carlsbad had too long of a pass. Whitmire was ready and puts the ball down. Then Hattie Harrison coming in for Whitmire. Harvey back up to serve. She's going to jump serve floater. It's a good one, but dug out by Chavez over to Zumbrum. Zumbrum over to Wilson, and Wilson with the cross-court kill for the Cave Girls. Harvey showing good effort, but couldn't quite get to it. 18-12 Artesia after the kill by Wilson. We're back to the start of the serving rotation. Reagan Chavez, senior setter, number 12 for Carlsbad. And here she goes. Little mini jump serve, floater, gets it to Harvey. Harvey over to Miller. Miller sets it for, I think, yeah, for Yates, and blocked right there by Wilson and Brown. Carlsbad gets the point, and then we have Sandoval coming in for Zumbrum for Carlsbad. 18-13, Carlsbad trailing. Reagan Chavez with the serve for Carlsbad. Going to be to Howard. Howard passes to Miller. Miller sets Harrison. Harrison blocked by Sandoval and Brown. Miller just dumps it over. Chavez sets Brown. Oh, and she gets it down. Hits it, and Padilla couldn't quite receive it on the attack on the spike. And that ball goes flying to the back of the gym. Point Carlsbad, and they have some momentum going right now. They're on a 9-3 run. Chavez with another good serve. And oh, Harvey barely able to get it to Miller. Miller hits it to Harrison. Harrison is blocked by Sandoval, and now it's Carlsbad. Chavez over to Wilson. That's been a good connection for him, and it is good again. Chavez with the great set, senior to senior. Wilson puts it down. Artesia's taking a timeout. They're up 18-15. We'll take one, too.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
And we are back after that timeout. Carlsbad making a big run. They're only down 18-15 after being down 15-5. And senior Reagan Chavez is serving. And here she is with the serve, another good one. Howard receives it, passes to Miller. Miller with a great set to Harrison. Harrison hits it long. So it's going to be Carlsbad with the point. And they're creeping closer and closer. It's 18-16. Lady Bulldogs up by 2. Chavez with the serve. Over to Harvey. Good pass to Miller. Miller sets Harrison. Harrison dinks it over. But Carlsbad able to get it. Padilla to Miller. Miller with the great set to Harrison. Harrison with the ding shot. And Artesia's able to stop the bleeding. 19-16, they're up, but what a run that was by Carlsbad. It looks like we have number 12, Tessa Yates serving, and she serves it into the net, and coming in for her is going to be number 7, Sorrel Sheffield. 19-17, Artesia over Carlsbad, and back to serve for Carlsbad's number 8, senior Carice Hernandez. She's going to serve it to Padilla. Padilla's going to have a long pass over to Miller. Miller just tries to get it over, and she can't. Blocked at the net by Sandoval and Brown. And Carlsbad continues this run. They're only down by 1 now, 19-18. Carice Hernandez with the serve for Carlsbad. It's a good one. Harvey passes it to Harrison, and going to be a free ball for Carlsbad. Padilla gets it over. Fuentes to Chavez. Chavez to Brown. It's blocked, but a side out on Artesia. Point Carlsbad, and we're all tied up here in this second set. Hernandez with another good serve. Harvey with the pass to Miller. Miller to Padilla, and Padilla, what a time for a great down the line spike. Puts Artesia up by 1. Artesia showing some good mental toughness right there, even on that play. You know, Carlsbad's on a big run, and that play was a little discombobulated, but Artesia able to set up their offense nonetheless and get the kill by Padilla. And Ivan serving for the Lady Bulldogs. She gets it over to Fuentes, passes to Chavez. Chavez over to Stevens for the kill. Dug up by Ivans. Ivans over to Miller, sets it for Padilla, and she's long. She goes for the cross-court kill, but out of bounds. And it's going to be 21. Oh, they must have called a tip, but I didn't see it. So that ball's tipped by Carlsbad. Give the point to Artesia. Lady Bulldogs up 21-19. Served by Ivans, sets Brown up, free ball for Artesia. Harvey passes to Miller. Miller with the set to Padilla, and she puts it down again. Same spot as earlier, straight down the line. 22-19, Artesia after that big time kill by Kaylee Padilla. Another multi-sport athlete for Artesia. I know she does basketball, really good point guard, and also a really good track runner. And so Ivans with the serve is going to be one-handed twice, once by Fuentes, another time by Chavez, and then Padilla with the dink shot, and Carlsbad not able to play it. They try to dink it right back. Unfortunately, it goes right into the net. So 23-19, Artesia. Ivans still serving, and they had a good run with her serving earlier, and it continues. Ivans gets it over. Fuentes passes to Chavez. Chavez with the dump, but Artesia ready for it. Oh my gosh, and then Miller with the back serve, with the back set for Harrison. Harrison gets to wind up, set up a really good approach, and she puts it down. Artesia's gonna win this second set, 25-19. They're up 2-0 in the match, and we'll be back from ground zero for the third set. Here we go.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve.
Oh, they gave Carlsbad the point. Artesia must have had a line violation or been over the net. So 24-20, Artesia here in the second set. Brown with the serve and a good one. Ivan's able to handle it though. Passes to Harvey. Harvey over to Padilla. And Padilla with the backline kill, blocked, but goes straight down for the point for Artesia. And now it is 2-0 Artesia. They win the second set 25-20. We'll be back for the third set coming after this.
Here at Carlsbad Ford Lincoln, guys, guess what? The boss man, he just came in and he told me on our pre-owned, all our pre-owned vehicles, we got push, pull, drag. That's right, push, pull, drag. That's right, minimum $3,000. Doesn't matter, just get it here. 2802 West Pierce Street, Carlsbad, New Mexico, and we will take care of you.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to light and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Farmers Country Market. Select bottles of Kraft salad dressing are 2 for $5, and select 30 packs of Capri Sun or Kool-Aid Jammers are $5.99 each. In produce, fresh cantaloupe are $1.99 each, and black seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the meat department, whole boneless pork loins are $1.99 a pound, and 10-pound bags of chicken drumsticks are just 69 cents a pound. These are just some of the savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Artesia General Hospital has welcomed cardiologist Luther Weathers to the team. Dr. Weathers is board certified with a subspecialty in cardiovascular diseases. He treats patients with genetic heart defects, heart rhythm disorders, heart failure, coronary artery disease, chronic high blood pressure, and other cardiovascular diseases. Call 575-736-8270 to schedule your visit with Dr. Weathers in Artesia, or visit artesiageneral.com/cardio appointment. Se habla español.
All right, and we are back. Artesia's up 2-0 here in this silver bracket match of the Zia Classic. Winner goes on to face Goddard. Loser will face Alamogordo. And then if it is Goddard, it's going to be a preview of the district matchup between Goddard and Artesia, two of the perennial powerhouses in volleyball for Class 4A in New Mexico. But here we go. We have number 12, senior setter Reagan Chavez, starting off serving for Carlsbad. And then in there for Artesia, we have number 1, Caitlin Addington, number 5, Ashton Kraft, number 10, Dimry Howard, number 4, Kaylee Padilla, Carmen Harvey. And then it's going to be Ashton Kraft with the good approach, gets to wind up, and she puts the ball down off the back set from Miller from Artesia. So Artesia's up 1-0. Harrison coming in for Addington. And serving is Harvey for Artesia. And she's got the jump serve. And it's going to be an ace for Artesia. Fuentes and Stevens not on the same page right there. And Artesia gets the point. They're up 2-0 here in this third set. Brown, Sandoval, Chavez, Fuentes, Stevens in there for Carlsbad, along with Cielo Wilson. Cielo digs it up, passes to Fuentes, and Fuentes with the great effort on that set, but she had a line violation, goes over, and so it's going to be 3-0 Artesia after they get that point. So Harvey still serving for Artesia. She gets the floater into Stevens. Stevens couldn't quite handle it. Chavez is all over the court showing great effort and hustle. Couldn't quite get to that though, and Harvey with another ace. Artesia up 4-0. Harvey with the serve to Stevens. Stevens had a tough time but gets it to Fuentes. Wilson gets it over, and she's able to get the spike from the 10-foot line right there. So Carlsbad stops the bleeding. He's going to bring up Cielo Wilson, serving for Carlsbad. She's going to serve. It's going to be handled by Howard. Howard over to Miller. Miller with the set to the back line to Padilla. It's dug up by Wilson. Sandoval just gets it over for Carlsbad. Going to be a free ball for Artesia. Miller with the set. Miscommunication over there by Artesia, but they get it over. And then Wilson's going to hit it from the back line. Padilla digs it, passes to Miller. Miller with the set to Howard, and she puts it down off of the block from Brown and Sandoval. So Artesia with the point, and they're up 5-1. And it's going to be Ashton Kraft serving for Artesia. So Kraft with the jump serve for Artesia, and it's a good one. Wilson handles it, passes to Chavez. Chavez sets Stevens. Stevens with the spike. And Padilla not able to receive it well, and it goes sideways. Harvey showing great hustle. Tries to knock it back into play, unable to do so. So that gives Carlsbad the point, and they're up 5-2. Rebecca Brown serving, senior 5'11" for Carlsbad. Lots of power in her swing, and lots of power in her serve, and she gets the ace right there. So that brings it to 5-3, and really good serve right there by Brown. So here we go, Brown with the serve, and it's going to be into the net. So service there on Brown. Fuentes coming in for her. 6'3" Artesia. We have Ivins coming in for Howard, and she's going to serve. And she's been one of their better servers all morning long in this game. Artesia up 6-3. Harvey in there for Artesia. Miller, Harrison, Tovar, Padilla, and Ivins. Ivins with the serve. Stevens with the pass to Chavez. Chavez with the set to Balcazar, and she's able to get it over. Oh, and Artesia had a hard time. Long pass over, and Carlsbad takes advantage, and with the attack on the block and gets the point. 6-4. Artesia up right now, and that brings up number 1, Cameron Zumbrum, to serve for Carlsbad. And it's a good one, barely over the net. Padilla, a little long on that pass, goes into the padding. Miller not able to get there to set anything up, so 6-5 Artesia after the Carlsbad point. Zumbrum serving, floater. Ivins handles it, passes it to Miller, who sets Padilla, and it looks like it's tipped. Oh, no, yeah, it's tipped on the kill right there by Padilla. It went out, but the ball was tipped, and so Artesia gets the point. Oh, no, so they're saying, wait. Oh, so they're saying it is not tipped. A little confusion right there. So that ties up the ball game. 6-6 after the long spike by Padilla, and Zumbrum still serving to Padilla to Miller. Miller with the back set to Harrison. Dug up by Zumbrum over to Stevens. Long pass. Padilla comes in with the attack. Zumbrum digs it up, passes to Fuentes. Cielo Wilson with the back line kill, and she puts it down. Cross court back line kill for Cielo Wilson, the senior for Carlsbad. And they get the point, and they take their first lead of the match today against the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. 7-6 here in this third set. Zumbrum with the serve. Floater gets it over. Harvey passes to Miller. Miller to Padilla. Padilla spikes it. Wilson digs it up. Long pass from Wilson. Balcazar gets it over. And then Artesia with the long pass. Again, Balcazar with the attack on the block, and it gets down. Carlsbad up 6-8 now in the second edition of the Eddy County rivalry. Artesia up 2-0, but Carlsbad up 8-6 in this third set. Zumbrum with a good floater serve. Padilla digs it past to Miller. Middle quick set to Harrison. And it's going to be point Artesia on that one. Must have been a lift. So here goes Harrison with the serve. It's a good one. Wilson digs it up, passes to Stevens. Stevens with the long pass. And then Addington tries to attack and hits it into the net. So going to be point Carlsbad. So it's going to be 9-7 Carlsbad. Carlsbad's going to be serving, and that's going to be number 6, Michaela Chester, coming in to serve. She's subbing in for number 10, Macy Stevens. Carlsbad up 9-7. Chester with the serve, and Harvey with the dig, pass to Miller. Miller with the set to Addington. Addington puts it down the line, and it gets down. Not able to dig that one out is Carlsbad, and Artesia gets the point, and it's going to be number 2, Kirkland Miller. Artesia setter serving right now. They're down 9-8 to Carlsbad in this third set. Kraft, Addington, Padilla, Harvey, and Ivans in for Artesia. Fuentes digs it up, passes to Zumbrum. Zumbrum sets Wilson. Wilson way long on that one. Goes past the baseline of basketball. It's not able to get on top of that one is Wilson, although she's been consistently putting it down all game long. But now we have number 2 Miller serving for Artesia still. 9-9 tie game. Fuentes passes to Zumbrum. Zumbrum with the back set to Balcazar. Balcazar just dinks it over. Ivan sets Kraft. Kraft with the little dink over. Picked up by Carlsbad. Zumbrum sets Wilson. Wilson with the lefty dink over. Miller with the pass over to Ivans. Ivans sets Padilla. Padilla able. So Padilla got blocked, I thought, and then Artesia kicked the ball up, but they're saying that ball went into the net and didn't get blocked. So with that ball not going over the net and then Artesia kicking it up, they said that's 4. So Artesia down 1, 9-10. Fuentes, Chester, Zumbrum, Wilson, Brown, and Brantley in for Carlsbad. And Carlsbad, playing some scrappy volleyball. They had to go playground mode and just get it over, and couldn't quite get it over in that last hit, but nonetheless, that was great effort and hustle. And for Artesia, we have number 10, Howard, coming in for Ivans, and back there serving for Artesia, we have Padilla. Padilla into the net, service error, point Carlsbad. They're up 11-10. We have number 12, Reagan Chavez, coming in for number 3, Brinley Brantley. And then we have Jasmine Sandoval coming in for Cameron Zumbrum. And back to the start of the serving rotation. Reagan Chavez is up, jump serve. She gets it. Oh, what a great serve, and just the perfect spot. And it's going to be an ace for senior Reagan Chavez. So that puts it 12-10 Carlsbad. Reagan Chavez with the serve. Padilla couldn't quite handle it. She shanks it out into the bleachers on the service receive, and that puts Carlsbad up 13-10. Reagan Chavez still serving for the Cave Girls. And she's going to hit a floater. Padilla receives that one well, passes to Miller. Miller with the great set for Addington, but Addington hits it into the net. So 14-10 Carlsbad. They're on a good run right here. And it's going to be a timeout by Artesia. I think it's a good time to call one. And we'll take 1-2 from ground zero. Artesia up 2-0 in the match, but down 14-10 in this third set. We'll be back.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The LX series is part of the #1 selling compact tractor lineup in the U.S., built with premium features and the comfort and versatility to make your land your own. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, or save up to $2,300. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
And we are back after that timeout by Artesia. Carlsbad is up 14-10. Reagan Chavez still serving, so I think that was a good timeout by Artesia. Carlsbad had a lot of momentum. Artesia's trying to gather themselves, and Carlsbad just got to try to keep it rolling. They've been playing well all match long, except for certain sequences, and right now, this third set, they've played well the entire time. So here we go, Chavez with the serve. Padilla with the pass to Miller. Miller sets it across to Addington. Addington is blocked by Brown and Sandoval. Back set by Miller to Kraft. Kraft tries to dink it over, and it is blocked again. Or maybe hit into the net. Either way, it's going to be point Carlsbad, and they are up 15-10. Chavez with the serve. It's going to be to Padilla. Padilla passes to Miller. Miller with the back set to Kraft, and Kraft able to wind up with their approach. Big swing, and it looks like a line violation for Carlsbad or some fault, which gives Artesia the point and stops the bleeding for a second. 15-11. Carlsbad up on Artesia in this third set. Harvey serving for Artesia. It's a good one. Passes to Chavez for Carlsbad. Carlsbad sets up Wilson. Wilson with the big spike, but dug up by Padilla. Oh, and that's out. So after the dig by Padilla, Artesia just had to try to get it over, and they did, but it was out of bounds. So it's going to be Carlsbad serve. They're up 16-11. We have number 10, Macy Stevens, coming in for number 6, Michaela Chester for Carlsbad. Cielo Wilson with the serve, and it's a good one. Howard passes to Miller. Miller with the back set to Harrison. Harrison just dinks it over in the open area behind Sandoval and in front of Chavez. So gives Artesia the point, 16-12. Carlsbad. Ashton Kraft in to serve for Artesia. She's going to go with the big jump serve. It's a floater. Fuentes passes to Chavez. Chavez with the back set to Sandoval. Sandoval able to beat the single block. Hits Harrison's hands and goes straight down. So 17-12. Carlsbad. Brown serving for the Cave Girls. And subbing in for Artesia is Jackie Tovar for Ashton Kraft. Brown serving with her team up 17-12 over their rival, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Brown with a good serve. Tovar, good pass to Miller. Miller sets Harrison, and Harrison puts it down with the cross-court kill. Not much you can do about that if you are Carlsbad. Good offense by Artesia. Ivan serving for Artesia, and that's been a recipe for success for them all match long. They're down 17-13. And it's going to look like illegal formation for Carlsbad. So it's going to give Artesia the point. And Carlsbad's going to try to figure that out real quick. Good catch right there by the side judge. So 17 should be 17. I thought 17-14. We'll wait to see. Oh, so never mind. They said they're good, so we're just going to replay that. All right, so here we go after a little bit of confusion. No fault by Carlsbad. Ivan serving for Artesia. Stevens passes to Chavez of Carlsbad. Carlsbad's right back to Stevens for the spike, and she puts it down side out on Artesia after the block, and that's going to give Carlsbad another 5-point lead. They're up 18-13 here in this third set. And Cameron Zumbrum in to serve for Carlsbad. And it's going to be passed by Ivan to Miller for the back set to Harrison. And Harrison with the dink over. Carlsbad showing great effort, just couldn't quite get there. So point Artesia. They're down 18-14. Harrison serving. And then Addington coming in for Harvey for the Lady Bulldogs. Harrison with the serve, and it's going to be a service error. She hits the net. It goes straight down, so point Carlsbad. So number 6, Chester with the serve for Carlsbad. Dug up by Harvey. Harvey to Miller with the set. She set up Addington, who dinks it over. And Carlsbad able to get it. Padilla digs that one out. Back set by Miller to Ivins from the back row. And Zumbrum just gets it over. Ivins just gets it over. Padilla gets over to Padilla, then Padilla gets it over. Zumbrum sets Wilson. Wilson with the big time swing. And it is tipped. So Carlsbad gets the point, even though that went out. So that puts Carlsbad up by 6. Michaela Chester Jr. serving for the Cave Girls. And that's going to be out. So Michaela Chester with the serve, but it goes long, giving Artesia the point, and that brings up their setter Miller to serve. And we're going to have number 5, Ashton Kraft, coming in for Jackie Tovar for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. And then Miller with the serve. Fuentes passes to Zumbrum. Zumbrum sets Balcazar. Balcazar puts it down off of the double block. And then Brown comes in for Balcazar. So Carlsbad, Cave Girls with lots of momentum here in this third set. They're up 21-15. Fuentes serving. It's a good one, but Padilla digs it up, passes to Miller. Miller with the back set, but they're going to say she lifted it, or the double hit. So Carlsbad point, they're up 22-15. Artesia's up 2-0 in the match. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful serve by Fuentes. That barely got over the line. Yeah, just barely over the line. Padilla tried to get the pancake, but couldn't get it. Point Carlsbad. And Fuentes, here we go again, up 23-15 for Carlsbad. She tries the same thing, but service error right into the net. 23-16 Carlsbad over Artesia. Kaylee Padilla serving for the Lady Bulldogs, and they need to go on a big run right here, and that's going to be long. 24-16 Carlsbad on the service there by Artesia. Artesia looking to pull this one out and turn this into a serious match. Reagan Chavez, their best server, ready to go. Here she is, 24-16 Carlsbad up. She goes jump serve floater, and it's in. Ace to end the set. Carlsbad takes it. They're down 2-1 to set 4. We go from ground zero. We'll be back.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Eastern New Mexico University is proud to announce our newest offering, a Master of Social Work degree. This 100% online, affordable master's degree has 3 concentrations: clinical, clinical military, and children, youth, and families. This online master's degree is perfect for the working professional, as you can earn your degree on your own time with our flexible online courses. For more information, visit www.enmu.edu/MSW. Eastern New Mexico University, student success. That's what we're about.
Check out some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select bottles of Kraft salad dressing are 2 for $5, and select 30 packs of Capri Sun or Kool-Aid Jammers are $5.99 each. In produce, fresh cantaloupe are $1.99 each, and black seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the meat department, whole boneless pork loins are $1.99 a pound, and 10-pound bags of chicken drumsticks are just 69 cents a pound. These are just some of the savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660.
And we are back. We are at Goddard at ground zero for the Zia Classic. We're calling the silver bracket. In the first round of the silver bracket, Goddard defeated Alamo in 3 sets. And here in the second game of the silver bracket, Artesia is up 2-1 on Carlsbad. And the winner of this faces Goddard. The loser is going to go on to face Alamo. And this, the Eddy County rivalry we got here. Second time these two teams are playing. Carlsbad playing better than they did the first time. They weren't able to pull out a set. They lost it 3-0 to Artesia, but not this time around in the Zia Classic. They were able to pull out a set and looking to get a couple more and get the win. Carmen Harvey serving for the Lady Bulldogs. She jump serves a floater. Macy Stevens digs it to Chavez. Chavez with the back set to Brown. Dug up by Padilla. Padilla sets it. Padilla passes to Miller. Miller sets it to Howard. Howard with the straight line kill. Carlsbad up 1-0. Harvey again with the serve, up 1-0. Stevens now with the good pass to Fuentes, but Fuentes able to have a good pass set to Wilson, but Wilson hits it into the net, and that puts Artesia up 2-0. Harvey serving again. Uh-oh, and looks like the line judges need to switch sides real quick. And they make their way over. Those are Goddard JV volleyball players, Lauren Vernon and Faith Perez. And then Carmen Harvey with the jump serve. Fuentes with the pass to Chavez. Chavez with the set to Wilson, but it's blocked. Padilla digs it up to Miller. Miller sets Howard again, but they are not able to get it down right there on the cross-court kill. Give that point to Carlsbad. So Carlsbad down 2-1 with Chavez serving, their senior setter, and Howard with the pass to Miller. Miller sets Harrison. Harrison tries to go down the line, but hits it out. 2-2. This fourth set is all knotted up. Artesia won the first 2 sets. And then Carlsbad won the third. Chavez back there to Harvey. Harvey passes to Miller. Miller with the pass set back to Howard, not able to get it over. So Carlsbad with the point on the attack air into the net by Artesia. So here goes Chavez on the serve with her team up by 1. It's a good one. Harvey passes to Miller. Miller set with the back set to Harrison. And Harrison with the attack air tries a roll shot, but rolls it right into the net. So Artesia started off 2-0, and then Carlsbad responds with the 4-0 run of their own. Chavez serving for Carlsbad. And then Harvey receives it, passes to Miller. Miller with the back set to Yates. And Yates with the really good dink shot with the cross cut shot to get the point for Artesia. And she's also going to serve, and they're down 3-4 here in this fourth set. So Yates with the serve. Wilson passes to Chavez. Chavez with the dump, but Padilla ready for it. Passes it to Harrison. Harrison gets it over to Howard. Howard with the spike, but dug up by Fuentes, and then it ends up being a spike by Brown, and that spike by Brown was hit long, so give the point to Artesia. So Tessa Yates still serving. 4-4 ball game in this fourth match. Got Artesia up 2-1. Yates with the serve, and it's a good one. She gets an ace. That ball barely went over the net, giving Artesia the point. Carlsbad couldn't quite handle it, and then we have an ace. Yates with another good serve, and it's going to be another ace. Turned into a campfire situation. Fuentes showed good effort and hustle, able to barely get her hands on it. Hits it in the air, and then a couple of Carlsbad Cave girls just look at it fall, so give the point to Artesia. They're up 6-4. Yates with the jump serve coming again. Fuentes passes to Chavez. Chavez sets Brown in the middle, and she gets the kill. We're going to have Sheffield coming in for Yates for Artesia. Cielo Wilson starting for Carlsbad. They're down 6-5. That's going to be long. So right over Harvey's head right there for Wilson on the serve. Going to be a service there and give Artesia the point. Ivan's coming in to serve. She's coming in for Howard. And good serve right there by Ivans, and Carlsbad just fortunate to get it over for the free ball. Miller sets Harrison on the middle. Set on the quick set. And then Harrison puts it down. And here we go, Ivan serving. Artesia up 8-5, and it's a good one. Fuentes passes to Chavez for Carlsbad with the back set to Brown. And Brown gets the point off the block. Harrison with the block, but it goes out of bounds. So point Carlsbad. Brown with the kill, and Brown's going to be serving here for Carlsbad. They're down 8-6. Brown serves it. It's going to, it looked like it was going to be long, but Sheffield gets it, passes to Miller. Miller sets Padilla, and it looked like there was a block. And there is, so point Artesia on the kill from Padilla. So 9-6, Artesia Lady Bulldogs up. Harrison serving. Harrison with a good serve. Wilson passes to Chavez. Chavez to Stevens. Stevens with the kill. They had the double block with Miller and Whitmire set up for Artesia, but Carlsbad able to hit that block, and the ball went straight down for point Carlsbad. And here we go, number 1, Cameron Zumbrum in to serve for Carlsbad. And she gets it in a great serve, barely over the net, but Ivan passes to Harvey. Harvey sets Whitmire, and we're going to get a violation here, so it's going to be Artesia point. They're up 10-7. And then number 12 coming in, Yates for Artesia. Miller serving for Artesia. Good serve. Wilson passes to Fuentes. Fuentes to Stevens. Stevens dinks it over. Padilla, great effort. Passes to Miller. It's going to be a free ball for Carlsbad. Ivan gets it over. Zumbrum sets a backline kill for Wilson, and Wilson hits it long. So it's going to be point Artesia. So Miller serving, Artesia up 11-7. And that's going to be an ace, and Carlsbad's going to need to take a timeout. They're down 12-7. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be back from ground zero.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
The ultimate.
Back. Miller with the serve. Artesia up 12-7. Wilson with the shot over. Miller sets Padilla. Padilla dinks it. Zumbrum's there though. Fuentes sets Stevens. Stevens with the spike, and then on the spike, Ivans is able to dig it up. Whitmire hits it over, and then Ivans digs it up again. Miller passes it straight up right near the net. Great shot by her. Yates just gets it over. Now Fuentes from the back line gets it over. Ivans to Miller to Padilla for the spike. Blocked. Balcazar and Brantley there for the block on the Padilla spike. And so Carlsbad gets the point. Stevens into serve. 12-8 Artesia here in this fourth set at ground zero. Stevens serves, gets it over. Harvey with a good pass to Miller. Miller with a quick set to Whitmire. And Whitmire with a little dink shot right in the open area. Really, really good offense right there by Artesia. And we have number 3, Jackie Tovar, coming in for number 4, Kaylee Padilla, and then number 10, Dimry Howard, coming in for number 14, Brooklyn Ivans. Oh. So here we go, Jackie Tovar serving for Artesia. She's gonna go jump serve, and it's a good one. And a long pass right there by Wilson, and it hits the net and goes straight down. So point Artesia. Jackie Tovar with a good serve. So now Howard's going to come in for Ivans. And then Jackie Tovar serving. Artesia up 14-8. Fuentes passes to Zumbrum. Zumbrum to Wilson. It's going to be a free ball for Artesia. Whitmire. Oh! Whitmire tried to pass to Miller to set up the set, but it looked like Miller and Yates just ran into each other, so ball drops. Point Carlsbad. They're down 14-9 here in this fourth set. Good serve right there by Fuentes to Harvey, to Miller with the back set to Yates, and that's out. Yates tried to go cross-court kill in the power alley, but she couldn't quite get it down. Really good back set right there by Miller after the good pass from Harvey, but long, so Carlsbad gets the point. 14-10 Cave Girls. Fuentes with a good serve, Harvey with a good pass. Miller with the middle set to Whitmire. Whitmire gets it down. You know, from the middle, she hit it all the way to the right corner and is able to put it down. 15-10 Artesia. And now Harrison coming in for Whitmire after a couple of big plays by Whitmire. Here we go. Harvey serving for Lady Bulldogs, up 15-10. Jump serve, floater. It's going to be, oh, yep, that was a really, oh, Carlsbad able to get the ball down after a really good serve. And then Miller tries to dink it. Brown with the block. What a wild play. Miller tried to dink it after the really good serve. And then they got it over. Brown blocked it, but then Artesia able to get the point. And that was just really good effort after the great serve by Harvey to get the ball over. And Harvey again with the jump serve. It's going to be to Chester. Chester to Fuentes. Fuentes to Wilson. Free ball for Artesia coming. Padilla passes to Miller. Miller with the quick set to the middle for Harrison. Fuentes digs it out after the partial block. Carlsbad gets it over. Harvey passes to Miller. Miller with another middle set to Harrison. Harrison with the dink, but Zumbrum there. Fuentes to Wilson, and that ball's going into the net, unfortunately for Carlsbad. Just some really good volleyball being played right now, though. So that puts Artesia up 17-10 here in this fourth set. Harvey still serving. Good serve by Harvey. It was a let, and then Carlsbad couldn't handle it, so they get the ace. So Harvey still serving. Artesia Lady Bulldogs up 18-10. Jump serve for Harvey. It's another let. Fuentes able to knock it in the air. And Carlsbad going to get it over, but free ball coming for Artesia. Padilla to Miller. Back set to Yates. Blocked. Wilson and Brown with the big block on the attempted spike by Yates. So point Carlsbad. They're down 18-11. Back to the top of the service rotation. We have Chavez coming up for Carlsbad. Chavez with a good serve. A really good serve. Howard tried to one-hand it to the setter on the pass, but that ball went off to the right hard, so point Carlsbad. They're down 18-12. Padilla with the pass to Miller. Miller with the back set to Yates again, and Yates hits it long. So Carlsbad again with the point. It's going to be 18-13. Artesia over Carlsbad. So there we go. Chavez with the serve. Miller with the set to Harrison. Artesia sets up their offense. Harrison hits it off of the block of Brown and Sandoval. Side out. Point Artesia. They're up 19-13. Yates serving for the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to go jump serve, and it's a good one. Wilson digs it up, though. Chavez with the quick set to Brown. Brown with the dink over. Artesia ready for it. Miller went with the dink over. But then it's going to be a free ball. Oh, it's going to be a lift. Yep, it's going to be a lift for Carlsbad. So point Artesia. So Yates with the serve, a good floater. And oh, Carlsbad not able to handle it. Going to be ace right there for Yates on the serve. And Carlsbad with another timeout, down 21-13. And we'll take a timeout too here from Ground Zero. We'll be back.
Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Every piece of
All right. And we are back from Ground Zero. Carlsbad taking a timeout after a good Artesia run. Carlsbad's down 21-13. Yates with the serve coming up for the Lady Bulldogs, and it's going to be a good one. Chester gets it to Fuentes. Fuentes to Wilson. Going to be a free ball for Artesia. Padilla passes to Miller. Miller with a good set to Harrison. Harrison dinks it in the open area for the point. Artesia, and they are up now 22-13. Ace right there for Yates. Middle back for Carlsbad. Couldn't quite handle the service receive. Shanks it out of bounds. 23-13 Artesia. Looking like they are going to go on to play the Lady Rockets, but 2 more points to go till that is determined. Yates still serving. Artesia up 23-13. Yates with the jump serve. It's a good one, but oh, Carlsbad's middle back, dug it up, but a little bit of a long pass, and that's gonna pull Artesia within 1 point of ending this match. 24-13 Artesia. Tessa Yates serving, match point. Great serve, and that's going to be out. Oh, that was barely over the net, but just a little long. 24-14 now. We have number 8, Cadiz Hernandez, coming in for number 5, Cielo Wilson, and number 10, Macy Stevens, coming in for number 6, Michaela Chester. And Cadiz Hernandez is coming up to serve for the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Match point still. 24-14, Lady Bulldogs up. Also up 2-1. Harvey receives it, passes to Miller. Miller with the back set, and Howard long on the spike. So point Carlsbad. Cadiz Hernandez going to serve again, and we are still at match point. Cadiz Hernandez, and Harvey's going to get to it to Howard. Howard to Harrison. Harrison's going to hit it to the power alley, and it's going to be hit out of bounds by Carlsbad. So match over. Artesia wins 3-1, and they will play at 3 p.m. against the Goddard Rockets for the Silver Bracket Championship. Carlsbad will take on Alamogordo at 1 o'clock in the Silver Bracket third place game, and we'll have both of those matches here for you, and we'll see you on a little bit from Ground Zero at the Zia Classic. We'll be back.